Well, she currently stars on General Hospital, where the tea is always piping hot. And lucky for us, this star right here, Tabyana Ali, has stopped by the ABC 13 newsroom to chat about this longtime soap that always knows how to serve up the love, but the drama as well. Welcome,
Yes.
Tabyana.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know you are a Texas native, but you are here with us in Houston. So what brings you to Texas?
Well, I'm on my 2-week break right now, and I wanted to come home and spend time with family and friends, and then also wanted to talk about General Hospital and share all the hot tea and drama that's about to come up.
We like that around here. So how does a girl from San Antonio end up under the bright lights of Hollywood? What was your journey like?
Well, I was about 7 years old, and my mom actually heard the radio station, and she heard the commercial say, hey, you want your kids to be part of Disney Channel? You want them to be like Zendaya from Shake It Up? And so she came to me and she asked me, hey, do you want to try this out? And I was like, yeah. And I was already a kid that was very into entertainment and creativity, and I was always dancing and singing and making videos, so I just felt like this was another thing to enhance myself.
Yeah.
I really always loved doing something like that.
Well, you've been on General Hospital now for about a year. So how has your life changed?
It's changed in multiple different ways. I'm very blessed and lucky to have an opportunity like this. I feel like it's changed me personally. It has enhanced my work ethic, and I feel like my point of view in life is a lot different. I just feel blessed to have this, and I'm very grateful.
Well, people might not know too that when you first auditioned for Trina, it was not your first time trying out for the show. So what's the backstory on that?
So I auditioned for Trina when I was 16 years old, and I made it all the way to producer session. That really got down to me and the other girl who got the part, Sydney Michaela, and she ended up getting it. And I was a little hurt by that, but I understand now, looking back at the situation, that maybe it wasn't the time, or I needed to grow a little bit more. But 3 years later, I ended up auditioning for General Hospital again, and I didn't know that it was for Trina. I auditioned for 2 different other people, and I thought it was going to be for Trina's sister or Trina's friend or something like that. And then I found out as soon as I booked the show and got the script. And then I was like, oh, it's Trina Robinson, oh no.
What was that moment like for you to know that you went for this before and then it was finally your time?
It felt like a full circle moment. It kind of put some things in order for me, or in line for me, where I was like, okay, I think the reason why I didn't get this was because of A, B, and C. And now that I've mastered A, B, and C, it's like God rewarded me with this, you know. So I was very lucky. I was blessed.
Well, we know General Hospital is great when it comes to bringing the drama, but it's also a lot of hard work to be that dramatic and to follow all of those storylines and put them together. Can you talk a little bit about just the rigorous schedule that you have? Take us onto the set. What's it like to tape for those of us who have not been in Hollywood?
Yeah, so we do anywhere between 1 and 5 episodes a day, and it can be for 3 hours to 12 hours a day. The schedule changes weekly. We usually do about 20 scenes in an hour. Prime time, it's usually about 1 scene in an hour. So it is very fast and on the go, and a lot of movement. It is like a full boot camp. So it is the best type of training ever if you want to get into acting.
So I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm sure a lot of people see shows and movies and they're like, oh, I'd love to do that. But what type of commitment does that take?
Whew, a lot. We're usually learning multiple scripts. You know, I can get 3, 4, 60-page scripts and that I have to learn by the next week. And that can, you know, it can take some time, but once you learn your character really well and you can pick up those lines really quickly, it becomes a breeze and it's a little easier. But it can be challenging, but I love the challenge.
Well, obviously that means you have to spend a lot of time with your castmates. So what is the vibe between you guys? What do you guys like to do when you aren't taping?
Yeah, so Nicholas Chavez, Eden McCoy, Evan Hoff, Avery Pohl, we love to hang out and go have dinner. We might go hiking. We always have like the most interesting conversations. I always love hanging out with them. I'm really lucky to have castmates like them who are so fun and just smart and cool, and they've also taught me a lot, and I really appreciate and love them.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about storyline, because obviously this was made for you. You are Trina, but you have a love interest on the show, and you guys are very popular. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yes, Spencer Cassadine, he's my boo. Yeah, but currently what's going on, Spencer and his baby brother gets captured by his Uncle Victor. And I so happen to follow Spencer onto the ship, and I try to figure out what's going on. I don't realize, though, that now I'm captain, and I need to figure out a way to get Spencer and his baby brother out of this situation. But next week, there's some crazy stuff about to happen, and I'm really excited for people to see it because there's a very big cliffhanger.
Got it. Okay, well, General Hospital is good at this. No, they know what they're doing. 60 years, it's the 60th season.
Yes.
What's it like for you to be a part of something so legendary?
It's amazing. I didn't think I'd have an opportunity like this. I never thought somebody like me would have an opportunity like this. It's amazing to be part of a generational show, a show that's been even part of my family for so many years, my great-grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother, now myself. It just feels like a very full circle moment, you know. And it's so cool to have people come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, I've watched the show since it first started, or I've watched the show since this time, or the 70s or the 80s, or since Luke and Laura. It's like, wow, it feels really, really good. I'm very blessed to be part of this legacy.
That's awesome, yeah, because so many people welcome you into their homes. You guys are probably like family to the fans. And that said, you're not just on their TVs, but you might also be on their coffee tables or wherever they keep their magazines, because you were part of the cover that's on People magazine.
Yeah, that's crazy within itself. Another thing I didn't think I would have the opportunity to really do. I mean, I didn't really understand the gravity of it for a long time because how it was presented to me. My mom gave me the magazine. I was like, okay, you went out and you got it, and you looked it up, or a producer gave it to me. I didn't really fully get it until I went out into the world and I saw it. Me and my friends were at the grocery store, and it was just there. And I was like, nobody bought this. Nobody gave this to me. It's just right here. And I was like, wow, okay, I feel this. I can be very proud of myself in this moment. So
you absolutely should be.
Yeah.
That is awesome. How many copies do you guys have at home?
A lot.
Well, as you should. I feel like I would do the same thing. Like, nope, we're going to have stacks and stacks of this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take it back to Texas for a bit, because you are a Texas native. You're from San Antonio. So what are the Texas things that you miss the most?
Oh, there's a lot of Texas things that I miss. I love the nature out here. LA has a lot of nature, but you have to drive to it. I feel like San Antonio, there's just Houston, Texas, period. The nature is just everywhere. There's beautiful trees, lush grasses, and I love that so much. Also, the food. I used to be vegan for about 9 years, and then I went back to eating meat, and I'm kind of glad that I did, because I missed the barbecue a little bit. But I miss the food, the Mexican food, and then of course my family. My family. I love my family so much, and every time I'm here, I get to spend some time with my brother, my grandmother, and my sisters and stuff like that. So I love doing that.
So family is all still here, not out in LA?
No, everyone's pretty much here except for one of my sisters. She's in Atlanta. So.
Oh, okay. Cool. Another hot spot. Okay, so you talked about food, so we will close with this. San Antonio tacos or Houston tacos?
Oh. Houston, I love you. I love you so much. You're amazing. H-Town. Beyonce lives here. She's from here.
Right.
So I want to say that, but I got to go with San Antonio.
That's okay. You got to stay true to where you're from. Nobody's mad about that at all. Thank you so much, Tabyana, for stopping by, for this conversation. This has been wonderful. And the fact that you are a Texan, I think, just makes us even that much happier about it. So,
thank you.
So you already had plenty of reasons to tune in to General Hospital to see Tabyana play Trina, but she's a Texan, you guys. We got to support. So don't forget that you can watch General Hospital here on ABC 13 every day at 2 p.m.